Give me one word for the Zedling suspension. Good, excellent, bad.
Excellent.
When you brake, you know that there is a point where you're going to get a rebound.
Yeah.
Here, it feels like, the rebound, it just kisses you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, please come.
Yeah.
And then it leaves you. And the best part about the front forks, you know what? They are adjustable. Like, I can just twist
Twisted it.
and make it hard and soft. Depending on the train, now for the Enduro, I had twisted it hard.
Yeah.
So there is no dive in. The
Yeah.
nose does not dive in.
Dive.
That gives me immense confidence to ride and maneuver. The best part about the Zedling solutions is that they asked me how much is your weight, how much is your inseam, how much is your height, what kind of terrain you ride. I had to fill up a form and then I have to give them, and accordingly they are going to measure all these things and make a custom solution for me. Man, isn't that cool? On the internet, in the description of this suspension, it's mentioned that it has to be maintained, which means this suspension can be repaired. Yeah, it's a huge deal when it comes to suspension and shock absorbers.
So here we are out on the road, and just so you know, this isn't a lightly loaded test ride. The bike is fully loaded with a heavy setup on my back, my gear, my luggage, everything you would actually take on a real trip. So what you're going to hear is how the suspension behaves when the bike is actually working, not just sitting around in a showroom.
First point what I notice, the difference, it comes in handling. I have the stock handlebar, Within a kilometer of riding this motorcycle, the handling, you see, it wasn't like before. It wasn't so easy. So the handling surely has changed. In the city roads, maybe 15 to 20%. It's a better handling. Second point what I notice, these speed breakers, these bumps, when I go over the speed breakers, maybe a little faster than average, with this shock up, the preload, the damping is set according to my weight. So the end where it should bottom, at that point, the suspension kicks in, the damping kicks in, and it kind of cradles me into the bump. Point 3, what I noticed is when you take a corner, when you go at high speed or a low speed, and at the end of the corner, when it's a blind turn, you see that there's a car in front of you, naturally you brake. Again, the front forks, the front springs are designed according to my weight, that they act in such a way that towards the end, they kind of cradle you in. Like, yeah, let me hold you, let me cushion you out. It gives you a lot of confidence to brake hard.
Now, the city roads are behind us, and we have started heading towards a campsite. We are talking about a good 2 or 3 kilometers of pure off-road. Dirt, ruts, loose rocks, and the kind of stuff that used to make you tense up instantly with stock suspension. Because you know every jump, every drop, every little bump is going to hit you hard in the back and in the hands. Now here's where the suspension really starts to tell a story. When you hit those bumps or come off a jump, it's like the bike absorbs it instead of just passing it on to you. There's no harsh clunk to the chassis, no sudden jolt that makes you question your life. It's soft, controlled, and in a weird way, it actually makes you more confident of it. You don't fear the bumps as much. You can keep your speed, trust your line, and ride smoother because you know the suspension is handling the punishment and not your back. That's exactly the part that gave me the confidence. The kind of confidence where you stop worrying about every bump and just focus on riding through it.